Hi, I'm alive.
Hi. So, yeah, I didn't have a video last week. Um, reason is that, Premiere wanted to, totally just over my video at the last minute. Literally, like, the last minute of me editing the video. I have all of that recorded already, but, situations evolved a little bit since then, so yeah, hopefully this video isn't too long and too outdated by the time that it gets out. So in the last couple weeks since I made my last video, the whole Slazo, Che, I'm Alex situation has really blown up. Oh boy. It's blown up. So to make a really long story short, a story that has multiple people involved and a lot of different sides and a lot of history. Basically it wasn't just Shay that was behind her twit longer. It was also a number of other people that were all part of the same Discord group, which consists of Pyrocynical, Hyojin, Weastoner, Blues Dank, King Ani, I'm Alex, and Quite. And I'm sure I'm forgetting some, but those are definitely the ones that are at the head of all of this. So the video that I had recorded before that isn't going to be uploaded, except for a part later in the video that because I want to give kind of a rebuttal to I'm Alex's response to Slazo's response. It's a lot of responses right there, but I am going to put that part in later in this video, so sorry if it's a little jumpy there, but the big part of what I recorded before was mainly about I'm Alex and pretty much how he was being an absolute shitty friend to, and just being totally a snake. But that is a little bit outdated at this point. And there's plenty of videos to go around and detailing the situation. So I'm not going to really talk about that. What I am going to talk about is how the creator Hyojin tried to kill herself. Now, there's technically no proof besides hearsay that any of it actually happened, and I don't mean that to sound insensitive at all. I don't. But at this point, it is other people just saying that it has happened. So how that whole situation started was that Hyojin had been getting a lot of hate from other people's videos about the whole I'm Alex situation because she, according to Alex, was behind a lot of Shay's twit longer and supposedly even wrote big portions of it. And also, according to Alex, it was even more important to her than to Shay that Slazo loses as many subscribers as possible and is hit as huge as possible, which is detailed in Nicholas Diorio's video that I'll have linked below. With all that hate, apparently it manifested into Hyojin putting out a tweet saying, "For my next trick, I'm gonna myself." Which, you know, to most people on the internet is her probably just being edgy and not actually going to do anything. You know, that's how it works most of the time. Not all the time though. In which apparently this time Hyojin actually got 5150'd, and all of these creators that were in this group of people behind the whole Shay and Slazo situation that were getting hate before, now they want to talk about the situation, but not about their own wrongdoing, but how we should stop the whole situation, but how the situation has increased to the point where now it's hurting people. And this may be a very, very unpopular opinion. You can leave the dislikes if you want, but it's really f***ed up to see all these people not talk about the situation, but then once something like this happens, then they use it in a way to put it as just, let's just ignore the whole situation because it's hurting people. Not Slazo was probably hurt so much by, you know, him getting hate for a whole month until he responded, and then even after, still getting hate from people. To this day, still getting hate from people because they don't believe him, because of these people that are perpetrating these lies. And to me, it's just like, it's disgusting that, you know, I'm Alex totally just ignores the situation. And then once someone cracks under all the pressure, then he uses that person cracking to put himself on a pedestal because he's trying to help a friend now. Even though within the time that I'm Alex actually uses to respond to the whole situation is once someone from, I'm sorry to put it this way, but from his side actually gets hurt, then he's using that as a guilt trip to everyone else to leave all of them alone and to forget about this situation. And he's not the only one that's done it. King Ani has done it too. Blues Dink kind of talked about it, and then even Slazo talked about it. But the thing is that Slazo, of course, is going to talk about it because he doesn't want people to send any hate. And you know what? There are certain things that people do that deserve hate to be thrown at them, in my personal opinion. Do I think people should be told to go kill themselves or anything like that? No. But I do think that criticism should be thrown at people. Not necessarily hate, but criticism of their actions and of what they say. If you go a little too far, you should be criticized. And I'm sorry, but to me, it's sickening that all these people are using this situation to totally just avoid criticism. It's sickening. Because I'm sorry, but the only people that are standing up for Shay and all of that group now, in my opinion, are people that haven't thought about the entire situation clearly, or are just stans. Because I mean, this whole group of people organized the takedown of a YouTuber. That's what they did. It's saddening to me that all these people would use something like someone trying to take their own life because they couldn't handle that kind of criticism. They use that as a time to then just put out something that if you criticize it, then you're just an awful person. And you know what? I have no problem being viewed as that awful person if that's what that makes me. Because as hard and as terrible as this might sound, people use depression and suicide attempts and stuff like that as ways to get people on their side all the time, especially in internet media. People do that all the fucking time. Am I saying that this is that? No. I'm not, because there's no actual thing behind it. If there was hardcore proof that either way it happened or it didn't, you know, then there's that. But like I said before, I don't like hate, but I do believe people need criticism. If you're gonna leave a response, or if you're gonna put out a tweet or something saying kill yourself or something like that, no, that's stupid. But if you're gonna leave an actually informed, you know, message saying, you know, what the fuck to this whole thing, then I'm sorry, but I don't see the bad thing to that if there is actual criticism there. Now, I'm sorry if this video was kind of all over the place. I was trying to, you know, kind of put everything that I had from the other video also into this video. And if you are interested in what I think about this Laza situation, I'm gonna start that right now, and I'll see you guys after.
I want to make a statement because of the fact that obviously I came out and supported Che when she posted her twit longer, and obviously now Michael's video has come out where he's debunked some of the things that were put in there. First of all, I already knew that some of the screenshots that were used in Che's twit longer were jokes. I was very much aware of that.
So first off, one of the things that he says is that he already knew that some of the screenshots were jokes. He already knew that. You know, the one where he's saying like I rapey and shit like that. All those he already knew were jokes. So why include it? If something's a joke, then why are you using it as evidence to cancel someone? Why? That literally is like a doomed plan. Why?
But I never had an issue with that, and I want to make that clear. Stupid jokes are stupid jokes. I don't think that's the problem. My problem with Michael was him admitting to doing things that he knew Che may not have wanted to do, and being incredibly forceful and almost demanding, which he admitted to doing in his video, which for me is still disgusting.
Okay, as of right now, the only thing that he has admitted to doing, which, yes, is kind of shitty, but isn't a false rape allegation, like, you know, you're pushing, is that he did tell her to maybe not be on her antidepressants because he was a horny 16-year-old. Yes, admittedly, that is a shitty thing to do. I would never do that, you know, in a million years. But that's not... That's nothing to say that he raped her and abused her. You know, you're the one that said before that we should all take a second look when, you know, supposed victims come forward, because they might not actually be victims. They might actually be trying to, you know, gain clout from situations like that. It was you that said that about the whole James Charles situation, while you already knew about this situation too. You said that.
I don't believe he's innocent. I don't think he's innocent at all. Che may not also be innocent and may have hid stuff and used jokes to try and maybe push a certain agenda. But at the same time, the stuff that Michael admitted to is stuff that makes me not want to be friends with somebody who is capable of doing those things, even the things he admitted to. I really hope he gets help, because nobody should just carry on doing what he did, and he should try and improve himself. But I personally don't want anything to do with somebody who even managed to admit to some of the stuff that he had apparently done.
Oh, he doesn't want to be friends with someone that admitted to only some of the things that were put out there as accusations. But yet he wants to be friends with someone that is a liar. He wants to be So Slazo actually admits to what some of the accusations were, that they were true. Some of them. The very, very minimal ones compared to the big things that she accused him of. But yet you're totally fine with being friends with someone that totally accused someone of a actual criminal crime. Not just something that is, admittedly, yes, is a bit fucked up, but he was also 16. I bet I wasn't the best boyfriend at 16 also. And you saying right there that you don't want to be friends with someone that is accused of just some of the things that he's been accused of just goes to show what kind of person you are. It goes to show that you're only going to be friends with someone if they are crystal clean. And I'm sorry, but not even you are crystal clean. Hey again, guys. So sorry again if this video was kind of all over the place. You know, my original video was a little bit more concise with everything, but Premiere f***ed me over on that one. So, if you guys are interested in my opinion about the whole, you know, situation from like a week ago or whatever, I still have all the files and all that. It's just, I'm just gonna have to re-edit it. So, and that'll take me a while. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments, or tweet at me or whatever. Which, by the way, if you want to be more connected with the channel and all that, I keep my Twitter way more up to date than I do my YouTube discussions. So, you know, if you don't see me on a regular basis, my Twitter will probably say why. So, with that, I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully it's a little bit brighter of a topic than this one. And as a closing statement, I really do hope that if Hyojin is hurt and all that, I hope she does get better. You know, I would never want anyone to actually hurt themselves. But I also don't want that happening to them to take away from criticism of them. Okay? So with that, Hyojin, if you see this, I hope you get better. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.
This nigga been that dude.